The Samudra Manthan is a famous story from Hindu mythology. It tells us about the eternal battle between the Devas, or gods, and Asuras, the demons. This story is found in the Puranas, ancient Hindu scriptures. It teaches us about the creation of the universe and the importance of balance. The story helps us understand the nature of good and evil. They are not separate forces but two sides of the same coin. The churning of the ocean represents the churning of our own minds. We all have good and bad qualities within us. Sometimes the bad qualities become very strong. They try to overpower the good. This creates imbalance and chaos in the world. The Samudra Manthan story tells us how to restore this balance. It reminds us that we need to work together to overcome challenges. Even gods and demons had to cooperate to achieve their goals. The story encourages us to find the good within ourselves. Once the Devas and Asuras were fighting for control of the universe. They decided to work together to obtain Amrita, the nectar of immortality. They believed that drinking Amrita would make them immortal. The wisest among them, Brihaspati, advised them to churn the Kshira Sagara, the ocean of milk. This ocean was said to hold many mystical treasures, including Amrita. The Devas and Asuras approached Lord Vishnu for help. Lord Vishnu agreed to help them with their endeavor. He advised them to use Mount Mandara as the churning rod and Vasuki, the king of serpents, as the churning rope. The Devas and Asuras agreed to this plan. They all went to Mount Mandara and lifted it together. They then placed it in the ocean of milk. Vasuki, the serpent, coiled himself around the mountain. He was ready to be pulled. The Devas held Vasuki's tail, and the Asuras held his head. They began to pull back and forth, churning the ocean. Lord Vishnu took the form of Kurma, a giant tortoise. He went under the mountain to support it. The churning process was long and difficult. The ocean bubbled and foamed as the Devas and Asuras pulled the serpent. Many wonderful and terrible things emerged from the churning ocean. From the depths of the ocean, many treasures emerged. First came Kamadhenu, the wish-fulfilling cow. Then came Uchaishravas, the divine white horse. Airavata, the white elephant, also emerged from the ocean. The churning continued, and the ocean yielded more treasures. Parijat, the celestial tree with fragrant flowers, appeared. Apsaras, beautiful celestial maidens, also emerged from the ocean. They danced and sang. Finally, Dhanvantari, the physician of the gods, emerged from the ocean. He held a pot containing the Amrita, the nectar of immortality. The Asuras, driven by greed, tried to snatch the Amrita. As the Devas and Asuras fought over the Amrita, a terrible poison called Halahala emerged from the ocean. This poison was so deadly that it threatened to destroy the entire universe. The Devas and Asuras were terrified. They ran to Lord Shiva for help. Lord Shiva, in his compassion, decided to consume the poison himself. He held the Halahala in his throat and did not swallow it. The poison turned his throat blue, giving him the name Nilkantha, the blue-throated one. Thus, Lord Shiva saved the universe from destruction. The churning continued, and the Devas eventually obtained the Amrita.